over 25 years ago.
Welcome to my Hot Wheels museum.
Today, he owns 10,000 cars and another 3,000 pieces of rare memorabilia.
This is the actual store display. This is the original artwork. There was a special bingo set they did in 1971 era. And one of the reasons I have this warehouse is my wife didn't really enjoy having so many visitors come by to see my collection at the house. I have about 200 different prototypes. It's amazing what employees just kept in their garage. So the first one I'll pull out, there was a car that came out in 1969 called the Torero. This is what the car looked like, but if you look at it, it's not a Hot Wheel. It's actually a hand-carved piece of resin and then hand-painted. Apparently there was a dinner in 1969 at Mattel, and everybody that showed up got this chromed car. There's less than 10 of these known in the world. Makes this car worth at least $5,000. One of my favorite cars is this Mustang. Only the first cars of production actually had what we called open hood scoop. And then they realized that extra step of process to punching out the metal slowed down production. So almost every other Mustang sold is covered. But what's different about this car is if you turn it over, you'll see it has one of the most shiny bases you can get. One of the rarest cars I have. This car is probably worth $30,000.
This customized hot rod inspired one of the first Hot Wheels.
I think I got it at a bargain, $75,000, and I wouldn't sell it for even double that today, because to me, it's the centerpiece of my Hot Wheels collection.
These are original mock-ups of a car released in 1980.
And one of the things they had to do as a designer is they would draw up a concept for a future car. Here's an example of one of those cars they created. There's the actual product, and it all started with a drawing. Is that amazing?
But his most prized possession?
This is the car. It's the king of the hobby. It's the rear load Beach Bomb. It's the rarest Hot Wheel in the world.
Only 2 of these were ever created.
Every car Mattel made had to go through the tracks and the curves. The problem is when this car went around the track too fast, it turned to its side. No good for production. So this is the prototype of the transition between the model they didn't want to make and the future model they were going to make. I paid over $50,000, less than $100,000. That's my range, I'll just say. I always keep it kind of secret. It will take $1 million to pry this car off my collection. It is by far my favorite Hot Wheel.
When Hot Wheels came out in 1968, Mattel handmade its prototypes out of wood or by customizing model kits. A single one could take 2 months to build.
Somebody had to hand carve the car to exact specifications.
Mattel doesn't make wood prototypes anymore, but designing new models can take over a year. It all starts with an idea from designers like Charlie Angelo.
My family didn't have much money, and so for me to dream to own a certain car was my biggest dream. But a lot of the times, too, I would look at a car and be like, you know, I think I can do maybe a better job than that, or maybe I would modify it this way and I think it would look better. Well, one thing I really like here is this reflection right here, see that? And it actually helps accent this fender right there. And it makes it a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more speed to it.
One of his most popular creations is this donut drifter.
My mom used to have a catering business, and I thought, would it be cool if I made her a little character and we called it Sweetie's Donuts after her. We had a box of donuts and I was really hungry, and I thought, hey, would it be funny if we made it into a donut car? Maybe this little guy is trying to escape whatever environment he's in. Maybe he's stuck in the donut, and maybe the donut box becomes all the aero effects.
The designs eventually go to Mattel's 3D printing lab, where they'll become physical prototypes.
With this machine, we're able to print good resolution, good surface finish parts in over 500,000 different colors all at once.
Toys like dollhouses can take up to a week to print, while Hot Wheels can be done in a few hours.
We're working with play, right? It's definitely important to know how a kid or adult is going to interact with the toy.
After that, they get a pressure wash to remove the support gel from the 3D printer.
And it is, for the most part, water soluble. So we have these pressure washer stations, just warm tap water with high pressure to remove that support.
Chrome engines, red stripe racing slicks, new Hot Wheels.
Mattel launched Hot Wheels in 1968 with the idea of designing realistic cars that were faster and flashier than its competitors. In its first year, Hot Wheels outsold the #1 toy company at the time, Matchbox.
I have an old Matchbox vehicle here. It's just enamel paint, has these rubber tires, there's nothing special about it.
Brendan Vituski has been working as a lead designer at Hot Wheels for over 20 years.
We hired real car designers. They came from Detroit and worked here. Most of them had moving parts or a feature, so this had an opening engine hood so you could see the engine detail.
In the 1980s, as the first waves of fans were getting older, Mattel started to launch limited edition designs, targeting adults.
This is the first product that Hot Wheels offered with the collector in mind. They made this 15th anniversary product.
Today, Mattel has a whole line of collectible cars called the Red Line. These have up to 30 parts and sell for as much as $37 each. Compare that to Mattel's cheapest cars, which typically have 4 parts and sell for just a couple dollars.
All the parts just almost literally fall into place. You know, the body, the window, the interior, the chassis.
Redline cars are only sold online and to people who pay $10 a year to be in the Redline Club.
So you won't find this at your major retailers or anything like that.
Brendan leads the team that designs these cars, like this Mercedes they've been working on for over a year.
And our manufacturing team told us no at first. And it took a few rounds of debugging just because of complexities of manufacturing it, making sure that all 4 doors open.
Redline cars, like this lowrider, are produced in limited quantities.
All of our Redline Club cars have that kind of intricate detail.
That lowrider is one of Bruce's favorites.
And the paint job is beyond spectacular. And the wheels, just like a real lowrider, they pop out. Is that amazing? So look at this car. I mean, this is awesome. A Hot Wheel for $35, and it's a piece of art.
Redline cars can sell for double on eBay right after they're released.
The general rule is the less production volume, the more collectors who want it.
But Bruce mostly buys cars for his personal collection, with a few exceptions.
So I do hoard some cars that I think in the future will go up in value. I look for all the Ferraris I can buy, and then I kind of stick them away as investments. This is sort of like my bank vault. So for example, here's some Ferraris, I have some Porsches that I'm sticking away. But the Japanese cars are very hot right now. Everybody likes the Nissans, the Toyotas, the Datsuns.
Adult collectors like Bruce are part of the reason Hot Wheels sales are booming today. They reached $1.4 billion in gross sales in 2023, up 14% from the previous year.
Now, the most common question I get as a Hot Wheels collector is, do you play with your Hot Wheels? I open up my museum 4 times a year, and yes, I get on the ground with the kids and I reenact my childhood when I was 8 or 9 or 10 years old playing with Hot Wheels back then. Always happens.